back and I'm going to be talking about all of these releases and kind of giving you my opinion on them and how I feel towards them. And also just trying them out with my bow, like standing a little bit away from the target and just getting a feel for all of them. And really just deciding which one I want to continuously use along this process. So let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start with this one that I've already tried and I've already shot bows with, and this is the Spot Hogg, the Wise Guy. I really do like this one. I love the purple coloring on it. I think that's super cute. As y'all know, my bow is literally black with pink strings. My arrows are wrapped with pink and the veins are pink. Like, I'm making this girly. So I do love this purple. I like how thin the wristband is. It fits really well on my wrist, and I love that it's super snug. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't really pull, it's just like there. I also like this trigger. I like that it doesn't connect to the clasp that connects to the D-loop. I like that they're two different things, because I know on some of these releases, the trigger is what helps this clasp attach to the D-loop. And I just don't think that's what's for me. So this has been really awesome for me. I haven't had any trouble with it while I've been shooting bows. So this is always a safe bet. And then if we go over here to this one, this is also the Wise Guy. Threw you off, didn't I? So this is also made by Spot Hogg, and the only difference from this Wise Guy to this Wise Guy is the wristbands. So you can see this is kind of like, I don't even know what you call this, but you put it through the loop and you attach it to this, and that's how you fasten it. Rather than on this Wise Guy, you have this cool little thingy-majig called the boa. And the way it works is you press down and you put this on your wrist and you tighten it by spinning this boa. And so by spinning this, it tightens it, and then when you're ready to release it, you just pull up on it. It's easier when it's on your wrist, but you just pull up on it, and that's how you release it. So I've also tried this one out a couple of times. I really liked it just because of this wristband. I think it's super accessible and it's easy to put on and take off, and I just love the easy way out in some situations. So this was kind of awesome. And as for the D-loop and the clasp and everything, like, this is all the same as the other one. The only big difference is the wristband. So this has been my favorite so far, but I also haven't tried out other brands and other types, so that's what we're gonna do today. This is the Fox by Scott Archery, and the wristband is the same as the Wise Guy on both types. It's small, petite. I think it would fit good on really any woman's wrist. So I love that aspect of it. I really don't think a wide wristband is necessary for us, just because we have small wrists. You know, we don't need big things wrapped around them. Unless it's bracelets, then like hook a girl up maybe, I don't know. The thing I'm not so crazy about is this is very wobbly. It's not really stabilized at all as much as the Wise Guy. Like, this bad boy's not moving, but this one is kind of like going crazy. So I don't know if I'm crazy about that. And I don't like that this trigger works with the clasp. Like, you have to move the trigger to close the clasp and open it. And I just don't think I'm crazy about that, because I was raised in a household to where you don't touch the trigger unless you're ready to shoot at something. So that's just the mindset I have, and I don't know if I'm crazy about having to move this trigger to attach it to my D-loop before I'm even ready to shoot. So that's just my opinion. Next we have the Assassin XT by True Ball Archery. That's an intimidating name. Like, that's kind of what intrigues me the most, is like if people were to be like, Kanan, what release are you using? I'm like, bro, the Assassin XT. Like, tell me you're gonna doubt my bow shooting skills now, because I doubt you are. Like, that's kind of awesome. So this one does have a thicker wristband. I'm not crazy about that one, because I think, like, yes, it'll be snug on my wrist, but I also think it just won't fit as comfortably on my wrist as these smaller wristbands, but I could be wrong. We'll figure that out when we go to Target. This trigger also works along with the clasp that attaches to the D-loop, and like I said before, I'm just not completely crazy about that. But the thing I do like about this one is the classic black look that we have going on. Although I love the purple because it's girly and more my style, I'm kind of in love with this classic black look just because on my Matthews Available, I have the classic black one and I'm loving that. So like, what if I had classic black on classic black? That would be kind of awesome. But again, I'm not totally crazy about the idea of this being so mobile. I would rather it be like kind of stable and set in stone on where it's supposed to go. But this one's not completely out. I do like this one. And then lastly, we have the Tough Guy by Spot Hogg. I like this one because it is sturdy and in place kind of. I mean, it moves forward and backward, but as for side to side, that bad boy's not going anywhere. It does have more of the thick wristband like the Assassin XT, but I do like how this is just like a matte gray. I think that's super cute and classy. The trigger is more sturdy, but it still does work hand in hand with this clasp. So, not crazy about it, but like I think I could make it work possibly. But those are all the ones I'm working with, so let's get my bow, let's get some arrows, and let's test these bad boys out. Okay, so first up, I'm going to test out the Spot Hogg, the Wise Guy, the one that doesn't have the boa fixture on it. Like I said, I've already used this one, so I know how it works, but I'm just gonna stand like 5 feet away from the target and just kind of test it out. Not really anything too crazy, but here we go. Perfect. Okay, so I'm not really gonna try out this Wise Guy again, even though like the only thing different about this is the wristband. So I'm just gonna kind of like show y'all. You literally just like go like that, get it where you want, and then make sure this thing is pushed down so you're able to fasten it, and then you're just gonna like fasten it. It just tightens around your wrist, super easy, so awesome. I love this one. And then to take it off, you just pull up, then it extends and releases. It's very nice. The Tough Guy. Okay, so on this one, I'm testing out the Tough Guy by Spot Hogg. I'm just kind of getting all the Spot Hoggs out of the way. This one I actually lied to y'all earlier. The wristband is literally the same as the other two Spot Hoggs. There's nothing different about the sizing. So if that was persuading your opinion, don't take it into consideration anymore. So I've never actually worked at this. So you push the trigger back, and then when you're ready to clasp it on the D-loop, you push it forward, and that's how you do that. I'm not a big fan of that actually, but let's test it out. So it's not that bad. I mean, it shoots the same as the other releases I've tried, but I'm just like not crazy about this whole trigger connecting to the clasp thing. Not for me. Okay, so now I have from Scott Archery the Fox. So you'll know my opinion about this one. It's very mobile. It's not stable at all in any way. I'm not too crazy about the wristband actually, even though it is the same size as the Wise Guy. It just like, it was kind of more difficult to put on, and it doesn't fit the way I would like it to. And this trigger, it's just like going crazy, honestly. But this may be chaos. Let's try it anyway. Okay. I don't know, I'm kind of scared. Okay. I'm not a fan of this one at all. I didn't like anything about that. It was just super mobile, and it just moved a lot for having a very sharp pointy arrow in my control. Not a fan. Okay. Last but not least, we have the Assassin XT by True Ball Archery. I do love this look. Y'all already know this. I think this classic black just looks so good with my classic black bow. So that's awesome. I'm not crazy about the wristband. I feel like it is too big and it just kind of swallows my wrist. But let's try this out anyway. So you just pull the trigger back and connect it to the D loop. And here we go. I mean, it shoots good and it releases good, but it's just like not for me, honestly. I'm back to tell you which one I've chosen. So, drum roll please. I have chosen the Wise Guy by Spot Hogg, but not the one with like the belt fixture kind of looking thing. I've chosen the one with like the boa fixture just because it's easier to slip on and slip off and just very easy to access, honestly. It's just way more comfortable, so this is what I'm gonna stick with. Thanks for coming and staying tuned to this long, excruciating video, and we'll see you next time.